Namaste and welcome to Yoga for Manifestation, the practice that will not just allow you to improve your health and strengthen your whole body, your whole system, bring your mind, body in alignment, also increase your manifestation powers. Now, if you're new to law of attraction and yoga for manifestation, just make sure you watch the first video in the description just below, where I'm explaining all about it, all its benefits, and why you definitely need to practice yoga for manifestation. So today I want to support you mastering the king of asana, headstand. Now, why is it called the king of asana? Because it's a very, very powerful pose. When we are upside down, all the energies are flowing from the feet through our whole body into our head, where we can access all the energy then for our manifestation practice, our meditations. So before we go into it, show real. So because a lot of people have a little bit of difficulties to achieving headstand, I want to give a few very simple tips that are going to make it much easier to master this so powerful asana. Okay, so let's get started. If you actually have a wall available at the beginning, then that will give you a little bit of security, so a bit of a better feeling. So you can just place your mat against a wall. So how we're gonna start is, when we go into headstand, there's a few things that are important to know, a few points. The first one is that actually we need to understand where we are placing our weight onto. So because you don't want to, have it too much in the front or too much in the back. When your neck is curved and then all the weight is going to be placed on your neck, that won't be very pleasant because you will feel it afterwards. So you want to make sure it's nicely balanced. And how can you do that? Is by just taking the length of your palm, the measure of your stretched palms from thumb to tiny finger. If you place your thumb on your third eye and you stretch your hand, and about there where your tiny finger lands is where you want to put your weight on in headstand. So just kind of try to, you can touch the point a little bit, put a little bit of pressure to be able to feel that point and remember it when you place your head down, okay? Then the second thing is the positioning of the arms, because what we often see is that people place their arms either too wide out or too close in, and then it's very difficult to hold the balance. So actually a cool trick to find the perfect distance between your elbow is actually if you just hold your elbows with both of your hands, bring your arms together like that, and that is exactly the distance of your elbow you want to have in headstand. Only that then your palms obviously go together, become folded to bring them in the back of your head, but you want to have about that distance, okay? Then when you bring your palms at the back of your neck, what you want to make sure is that, so everybody do this with me together now. And now what you want to make sure is that your elbows are actually pushing up. So that's the feeling. Try to now bring them as high as possible to the ceiling, because that is exactly the feeling that you want to get when you're upside down, because it will ensure again that your weight is not carried by your neck, but actually by your arms, is supported by your arms. So you want to press them into the ground when you're upside down. So like this, you get that feeling, okay? So that's number 2. Now, number 3 is when we start. So when you have a wall, when you're practicing with a wall, now you're going to make sure you're going to do this against the wall. So you're going to face the wall just like that, having your mat against the wall. So now when we're facing our wall and we're ready to go upside down, we just remember quickly where about we want to place our weight, right? The distance of our elbows, bring the hands together, place our head into the ground and into our palms. Now here, when we bring our bump up now, from here it's very difficult to go up into headstand, but that's what most people try to do when they start out. But what you need to do is you need to bring your body weight back. And how you do this is by just stepping in with your feet. And then you can already feel how your whole weight shifts towards the back and how actually your weight is leveraged, so it actually feels much easier to lift up your feet. Now, you have the choice to just actually bring your feet up like that. And if you're working with a wall, you don't need to be scared because the wall is behind you. You can't fall. The worst thing that can happen is that your feet are going to just land on the wall. However, you can also come up with bent legs first. So you can actually try to first just find your balance in this position. So you just actually bring the feet up first, keeping the knee on your chest. So you get used to that feeling of bringing your weight onto your head. And then you can slowly bring up the feet from here. And straighten your legs. Now, once you're up, you want to make sure you straighten your body. So tighten your core slightly, tighten your bump slightly, and get that feeling of your feet are pulled up towards the sky. That will take some weight off your spine and make sure your body is straight. And slowly controlled, come back to the ground. Now, if your feet are falling onto the wall, that is perfectly fine. Then you just start trying to bring them off the wall and finding your balance there. You can ask a friend or a family member to just stay next to you, to support you, to bring your feet off the wall. But that is the 3 things that you really need to make sure they are all aligned, and that will make it so much easier for you to get into headstand. Then once you actually get headstand, you can close your eyes and roll back your tongue and just stay there and hold it aim for 3 minutes and see if you can hold for 3 minutes to let that energy come down all the way. Very, very powerful. So get going with your practice. Let me know in the comments how it is going, or maybe if you have any challenges, any fears, or you get stuck somewhere. Just let me know in the comments so I can help you master this powerful king of asana. It was a pleasure, and looking forward to see you on the next video. Wish you an amazing day. Namaste.